Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 6 trades. Today's date is April the 26th and I'm using my new Pro Scalper trading system. I am doing my usual workhorses, and I call a workhorse is the pairs that are producing the most number of pips on a daily basis. You can see down at the bottom, these are my 9 workhorses. Love trading them because I know I'm going to get pips on a daily basis. Now before I go through the trades, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. Now it took me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. Now to get that up to 80 to 90% success rate, you'll have to learn how to trade the flow of the market. Unfortunately, most systems that you buy, they do not teach that. And that is why I am teaching it. Because if you don't learn that, you will never succeed at trading the markets. Of course, you'll also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful at trading, all you need is a lot of chart time and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy education or you will fail at buying. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I will put you on my list for free weekly trading tips. Okay, let's get into these trades. First pair is the Euro Aussie I took this morning. I took these trades. I try to get into trade before 8 a.m. This one I happen to take at 19 minutes after 8. Let's see where I got in at. Now from way back here, we're getting a sell signal, and I teach how you should get in at the best price. Now I can only pull the trigger when I see it, and sometimes it's hard to catch it in real time, but I'm just looking for 100 or more pips a day, and that is one of the main reasons you'll see me do 3 or more trades every day. Usually I try to do between 5 and 10, as I generally as a rule don't know which one will give me the most pips. So I did take the trade right here at this cursor. It went against me like 6 pips, and as I said, I closed it out as I looking at the totals, and I sense that I'm getting around 100 pips. So I closed this one out also as it was hitting this ADR, and I wanted to make sure I locked in some pips. This order ended up with 7 pips, and 7 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $545. This is one of the reasons I got into trading more than 16 years ago, as I was tired of working 40 hours a week or more for a lousy paycheck. But I want to let you know that trading is not easy. There's a reason why 95% of the traders fail. They fail because they don't put in enough chart time, and they refuse or they don't want to buy enough education. The free stuff in the internet will not cut it. You have to buy some good quality education. If you don't do that, you will fail. And lately, in my trades, I've been applying trend lines, and when it breaks the trend line, it's another confirmation that price is going to continue to go down. So definitely when I saw this, that's why I got in on this blue candle, confirming alongside the way I teach a great way to trade. That's using mostly just the goal line and the awesome oscillator here. But a combination of all the indicators on the top and the bottom, plus breaking the trend line, I knew I was going to get some pips. Doesn't mean I'm going to get 50 or 100 pips, but once I get a grand total of 100 pips or more, I generally, as a rule, I'm happy with that, and I just close out the trades. Now, if you're the type of trader who likes to stay in the trade and try to grab a lot more pips, well, I teach in 2 videos how to stay in the trade to capture more pips. Moving right along now, Euro CAD. Let's see where I got in at here first of all. Okay, took the trade at this cursor right here. When I did take the trade, it definitely qualified for a great way to trade. I knew I was going to get some pips, you know, with 95% certainty. And once you understand how to trade the markets, especially the flow of the market, you will have a very high percentage win rate. Now, I didn't see it at this point in time, but I decided to close it out over here, again with 7 pips, and 7 pips on the Euro CAD paid $562. Now, I'm a day trader, and the market moves quite quickly on the 15 and or the 5 minutes, and it's hard to keep an eye on a bunch of pairs. But I do keep an eye on a total, and when my total is looking good, that's basically when I cash out. Let's try this next pair, pound CAD. Drag and drop it up. Same thing here. Now, I was not in front of the computer around here. I was a little bit late getting in front of the computer. And after I saw this slight pullback, definitely, sometimes what I do is just go down to the 5 minutes, take a look at the charts, put in a trend line. There you go. And of course, once it breaks it, everything down at the bottom is looking great. Does qualify for a great way to trade. And that is why I took the trade right here. Stop originally was right here. It was 18 pips. I tightened it up as it was moving down just to make sure it's impossible to turn this into a losing trade, and kept an eye on it. Decided to close out the trade here with 21 pips. And 21 pips on the pound CAD paid $1,687. And of course, as I'm taking these trades, the pro scalper is telling me top left corner. Signal on the higher time frame. Keep in mind, the scalper only works on the 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So it will always remain here on the 15 minutes, which is the higher time frame. And then you pick the time frame you want to pull the trigger on. And then go grab those pips. And obviously red here means we're selling. And that's exactly what I did. Pound New Zealand. Let's see where I got in at here on this trade. Again, the same situation. Scalper is telling me to sell. You'll get a pop-up, by the way. Exactly like this, a pop-up. Now obviously I was sleeping at this time when I got the pop-up, and that's why you don't see a lot of pairs in here, is because when I came to the computer, the alert had already passed. But I don't really need to see this. It just draws my attention if it happens right at the right hand edge. Take a look and see if I should be buying or selling. Now, we're selling. Did qualify for a great way to trade. That's a perfect example. On a slight pullback. Got in almost at perfect time. Only went 4 pips against me. And then of course I closed it out at on this candle with 35 pips. And 35 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $2,527. And of course, if you drop a trend line down on the 5 minutes, it'll become more clear and easy to see. Broke it right here, and that's one of the reasons why I took the trade. I knew it was going to go down. So moving right along, pound dollar. Let's see what's happening on this trade. Here's another one. Perfect example of not only a great way to trade, slight correction on that. I saw red here, but not quite. I teach when you can pull the trigger using this AO, but one of the rules are it's got to be red. If you're selling, it cannot be blue. And of course, if you drop a trend line, by the way, there's no right or wrong way. Some people would go here. It doesn't make any difference. But when I saw this perfect doji right here, I knew. I didn't even have to put in a trend line. I knew it was going to go down. But anyhow, took the trade at this cursor. Stop in real time would have been only 6 pips, but even if you go above the gold, 9 or 10 pips will hold. And knowing that it's going to tank, I stayed in the trade for more pips. On this trade, it happened to be 27 pips, and 27 pips on the pound dollar paid $2,700. Love trading with the Pro Scalper. Last pair, pound Aussie. See where I got in at. Drag and drop this up. This is another perfect example of a great way to trade when I actually did pull the trigger. Everything lined up perfect. Can even throw a trend line. Just for you traders who love trend lines. Personally, I don't really need it because by the time it breaks the trend line, everything down at the bottom is screaming sell. So that's exactly what I did, including the Pro Scalper from way back here. Sell. Sold it, didn't even go 1 pip against me. I love trading this way. Who wants to sit around when it's going 30 pips or more against you? Anyhow, took the trade at that point, closed it out with 35 pips, and 35 pips on the pound Aussie paid $2,727. So we're off to a great start for this week. I ended up with 132 pips, and 132 pips paid $10,749. And as I said, once I sense that I'm around 100 or more pips, that is my checkout time. I have my unique way of trading, and you will have yours. So if your system is not producing, like my Pro Scalper, I suggest you get your hands on it, as you will need the education that comes within the package. Now to do that, all you got to do is look right below this video, and you will see this write-up. Pro Scalper system, do charge $250. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. This is what you have to learn. You don't learn this, you will fail. So I wish somebody would have told me that 15 years ago. But anyhow, we all learn at our own pace. Just remember, don't give up. The only thing you should be spending your money on is education. Keep in mind it doesn't have to be from me, but you do have to buy from somebody. If you want to know more information, all you got to do is get in contact with me, and I'll explain that in much greater detail. Now, my system comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. I also threw in a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents, and this is what you're going to need. A lot of education to succeed. Now there's a lot of ways to trade the markets now, and that is why I teach a lot of ways to trade the markets. That's why there's 42 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. The number one and the best and the easiest, quickest to learn is a great way to trade. When I see this setup, I know I'm going to get a winner. Perfect example of it right here on the right hand side. Now you can put this video on pause, read all the different ways to trade the market. And of course, if you have any questions, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. If you live too far, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I really do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link. We'll have Skype connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free, that's right, free session. Answer your questions. I do have plenty of time on my hands. I'm a full-time trader. I'm usually done between 9 and 10. As you can see right here, I'm done before 9 in the morning. Very, very early in the morning. So I don't mind talking to traders and answering your questions. Remember, that's for free. Now, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 32 screenshots of all the trigger systems I built over the years. So I believe that just about wraps up this video. And I'll say it again. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.